Welcome to an episode of A World Made of Cardboard Assembles. My wife and I just watched the He-Man Masters of the Universe movie last night, and we enjoyed it. Was it the greatest movie of all time? No. Was it fun? Yeah. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to look at these two figures here. Well, a couple of years ago, actually many years ago, I did a video where I assembled or reviewed these kits. These are Mixo Kookycraft paper model figures. Now, what's interesting about these figures is that this says here down in the bottom, from flat to figure in 5 minutes. Now, my standard practice is to scan in these figures, these patterns, and print them out and make the model. That's what I did here. This is printed. This is not the actual item itself. But in order to do this 5 minutes flat to figure, I am going to eliminate that, and I'm just going to assemble these in honor of the streaming release of the Masters of the Universe movie. So I've got 2 chances here to get it in under 5 minutes. Now, I am not a novice when it comes to building paper models. I've done it since I was a little kid, so I'm not exactly inept on how these things should come together. But I've always been hesitant to say, let's set a time limit on anything, because everybody's different. Some people may take a little longer than others to build this thing. So we're going to try this. I'm going to start off with the Skeletor figure. Okay, here we go. Skeletor. I have my phone set up over here with a 5-minute timer. So I am going to take it out of the package first. Before I do that, before I activate the timer. So we will have it set up exactly as if you got it ready to go. And we're going to time ourselves here. Now, let me look through it. I wonder if they actually do include this in the 5 minutes. No idea. It actually comes with this Havoc staff. What's interesting is they got it stamped on both sides, so that's really nice. So anyway, they call it Power Staff, not Havoc Staff, but yeah. But let's see what we can do here. I'm going to start right here, and here we go. Now this is going to be warts and all. If I tear it, then I tear it. I'll try to be gentle though. And get it to work. One thing you want to try to do when punching out things is punch it where you don't risk tearing the picture on the paper. Push it where it pushes through. It doesn't push upward. Alright. Now there's technically like 5 parts to this thing. Well, actually 6 if you include the head. So it's about a minute a piece. You say, well, that may be doable. That may very well be doable. We're going to see. All right, body put together. Okay. Let's save the head for last. Let's do the legs. Whoa. Okay, see, that's what I mean by tearing. But it didn't tear the picture, so we're okay. This is supposed to be the right leg. Alright, that's a little annoying. The hole to put this thing in through is not exactly cooperating. I have no idea what that was. It just fell. Alright, one leg done. Okay. Let's get the other leg done. Yeah, this is why I don't like to set a time limit on anything, because I can feel the oh, it's taking too long in my and it's like it's not gonna go together right, you know, type thing, or you're rushing to try to hurry up and get it done. Tabs go together nicely. Only got 25 seconds left. Wow. Okay. Four, three, two, one. Alright, my time just ran out. I mean, it literally said 5 minutes, and I'm barely halfway through this thing. Okay, I'm going to have to stop that. That buzzing is going to get on my nerves here. Alright, so instead, let's just set a stopwatch. Let's see how long it takes me to do this. Now maybe they mean that you have it all punched out already, and then you get the 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what I mean, you know. As my mother would say, 5 minutes my hind foot, but anyway. Now I'm doing this without even looking at the instructions here. And goofed up right there because I forgot to push this out. This thing holds the arm on. So yeah, I remember when these kits first came out. I remember seeing them in a comic book shop, local store around here. And I was like, oh wow, paper model kits, because you know, I like paper model kits. They wanted like 10 bucks for these things at the time. And I'll be honest with you, that was a little expensive. So I did not buy them. Now these figures are not posable at all. They just stand there to look at. So far, I'm like 2 minutes and 20 seconds over, whatever, that 5-minute figure assembly thing. Alright, now his head. And there is Skeletor. Trying to be gentle, punching out his staff. Yeah, I think, well, he is 30 years old. Okay. There is no place to put his staff on his back, but there's a place you can put it in his hand. And you got to feed it through. Okay, that is weird. All right. Well, no, he's not 30 years old. He's in his 40s. It was the 30th anniversary, according to the package here, and that was in 2012. So this thing's been around a while. Anyway, there is Skeletor. I just realized that I forgot to say how long it took me. 5 extra minutes. So it took over 10 minutes to put this thing together. I guess 10 minutes to figure wasn't as fantastic a sound as flat to figure in 5. So anyway, we're gonna try again. Okay, here is He-Man. We have him ready to go. All the parts are here. I want to put them together, stack them in the pattern in which I'll take them. And we're gonna try it. So I'm going to do the timer, 5 minutes, and we shall see how long it takes. Don't know if you can see the timer totally there, but here we go. Okay, this one isn't coming out as easy as Skeletor did. Skeletor popped out rather nicely. This one, you've got some parts that they're not cut all the way through. That may be a problem. I remember when He-Man came out back in the early 80s. I remember seeing the figure on the shelf and I was like, wow, that's really kind of neat. I was never much into fantasy type stuff, and I always put He-Man in the fantasy world type realm. Like I watched the movies for Conan and stuff like that, but I was never really into fantasy. And here comes He-Man, and I was like, okay, well that's interesting. I watched the cartoon. The only figure I had was He-Man himself. That's why I said, like I said, for me it was G.I. Joe and Transformers were my 2 big toy lines. that I had a tremendous amount of them. And I love Doctor Who. So that was my thing. Okay, see, here it is. This one is not coming off. Don't know if you can see that time there. I'm on 3 minutes already. Well, I've used up 2 minutes, I should say. This is the main reason why I don't like to say time limits, or say anything that, oh, you got a certain amount of time to put it together. You never know. Yeah, like this. This is not going together easily. There we go. Still makes a nice figure though. But I will say, as far as the toy line goes in the 80s, I will admit they were some fantastic designs, beautiful toys. The castle was just Castle Grayskull was incredible. I always found it to be interesting. I never was really into the toy line that much. I've only got 1 minute left, 1 minute and 7 seconds left here, and I'm not even halfway through here. Arm. The artwork on these things is really good. And look, I am working as quickly as I can, and I only have 6 seconds left. I am out of time. All right. All right, now we're doing the stopwatch just to see how long it will take, because I didn't think I could stand the buzz because my alarm's going off. But no, I don't see anybody assembling this in 5 minutes. Stuff like this, you know, they want you to assemble this. It's not exactly, there we go. Yeah, see, that's what I mean by don't pull it where the picture gets torn. You can tear the picture if you're not careful, so pull it to where the picture is not you don't risk tearing that picture. The backside, no, doesn't matter. picture, yeah, that matters. No. Yeah, I bet you the guy that designed this could probably put it together in 5 minutes. You're kidding me. I just noticed something. He does not have a way to hold his sword. There is no hole like they did for Skeletor, where he could hold his hand, hold the staff. There is no sword, no hole in He-Man's hands to be able to hold his sword. I can't believe that. All right, so there we are, getting close. Ah. There's He-Man. Now the only thing you can do with his sword is put it back here. Oops, just lost his head. The only thing you can do with He-Man's sword is put it in on his back. There's He-Man and Skeletor. So, how long did it take? Alright, it took me 9 minutes to get him together. So let's get a little closer look here. Like I said, not bad looking figures. I don't see any way a person can put them together in 5 minutes flat, or 5 minutes from flat to figure in 5 minutes. But there they are. Well, here's Skeletor. Nice looking figure. Rather easy to put together, not very complicated, pretty straightforward. I will say their little statement of flat to figure in 5 minutes has been totally busted. I don't see anybody able to do that. Maybe there's somebody out there that could, but they are the exception, not the rule for it. But I think that flat to 5 minutes, flat to figure in 5 minutes, if I can get it out right, is more of a fancy way of saying easy to build. So, but they already say that too, right there. So the whole sense is, though they're neat, I would say it's kind of, that little 5 minute thing is busted. And then here's He-Man. Again, great looking figure, got some nice detail in the artwork. The flat head takes a little bit getting used to, but it works. I think it's better than them trying to shape his hair some way to make it work. It would have been possible, may have been possible, but that would have definitely put it well past the 5 minute mark, which it already is. But still, nice little figure. Were they worth the original asking price, which if I remember right was about $10? I don't think so. I bought both of these with shipping, if I remember right, was less than $20. So got them off of eBay. You can find them relatively cheap, but still, nice little figure set. And if you really like He-Man and you like building paper models, they're pretty nice. I will say He-Man not being able to hold his sword is kind of a letdown. The only thing he could do is put it in his back. But that's all there is to this video, and I'm hoping to have some other videos coming out soon. Thank you for watching.